Welcome to training video number 4, Extend. After you've completed your takeoff, McCormick will now create an instant material list for you. Let's hit that button number 4 and you'll see it instantly arrive. You are now looking at a total of all items on this job. Some important things to note is the first, you'll have to look on the left-hand side to see the name of the report. We're currently working on base bid. The second is the top right. You'll have to look there to see your totals of material cost and labor hours. Next, you'll see all of the material that makes up those totals. So now you're going to want to set up your extension. By default, when you come into a report, all labels will be checked. Your job is to check and uncheck what labels apply to the report. My alternate is not part of my base bid, so I'll get rid of that. As soon as I click back to my material, it would reflect any changes made. When coming into extension, your default report shows price 1, which is your best price, and bid labor, which is your best labor unit. These two columns make up the totals in the top right hand side. Now 90% of the time you're going to stick with these labor and pricing units, but if at any point in time you would like to change those, simply click on the extension report and pick which level you'd like. Now on the extension report, you can pretty much edit anything you want and it only affects this report. I'm going to go ahead and change price 1 unit from $1.03 to 89 cents each foot. Notice after I make that change, it leaves the unit in bold, showing me that I have changed that manually. It also automatically extends the new price out and automatically changing my totals in the top right hand side. Let's also play with the bid labor unit. We're going to change it from 0.03 to 0.04. Again, instantly changing all of my totals. Now you do have the ability to bring a number back to its database value. It's called Revert Cell. Just highlight the cell that you would like to change back, hit the Revert Cell button, and as you can see, it brings it back to its original database value. Okay, let's look at all the different ways we can view the reports. First off, we can filter all of our material. You can see if any material has a zero price. You can check to see if any of the material didn't come with a bid labor unit. Looks like everything had a bid labor. And then of course I want to print a list of all my quoted material. Here are two things that I need to get a quote on. Go ahead and throw it back on none to get rid of the filters. Now there are different totals that you can view in the report also. We have expand and collapse buttons on the top. The first one I'm going to hit is the cost code. You now see each cost code totaled up, total price and total labor hours. When done viewing, go ahead and re-expand that selection. Now the other way you can view totals is by the labels we previously set up. By default, they all come in combined. It is very easy to see separate totals on our labels. Let's go ahead and expand our selection here. Go ahead and click back into your labels tab and select the toggle on the column that we want to separate. Let's go ahead and separate our warehouse and our office floors. Back to my material list, the changes have already been done. I can go ahead and collapse my labels and see a total on each label I separated. Of course, I can view the individual material underneath that total by clicking on the side arrows. You do have the ability to separate more than one column. I'm going to separate out my systems too. Just like that, I have totals on everything. McCormick has a pretty advanced reporting system, so depending on how you set up your job, you're really going to be able to step up your project management. Let's now go ahead and separate out a new report. I want to get a breakout on a new section. I'm going to click on this summary 2 and then hit the rename button to rename it Office. Again, now that the report is set up, I have to set up the labels. I'm going to go ahead and omit warehouse and just have my office totals. As you can see, instantly we have a new material list. And you can click and review each summary by clicking on the name on the left. You can see here we've got totals on each summary. Again, making breakouts are a snap. Just name the report, pick the labels you want in that report, and you've got yourself a new breakout. Okay, when we're totally done editing our report and we want to go to our bid summary, you simply click on the report you want to send and click on the Send to Summary button. This will save all your work and shoot your information over to your fifth and final step. Okay, now that we've sent our information over to our final step, I do want to share one more point with you. Let's talk about the linked and unlinked sections of a report. By default, all reports are linked when you come into the extension. That means if you make a change to a price, all future reports will share that same price. To break a report off by itself, go ahead and hit the Unlink button on the top. Let's unlink offices. It shows you right here that this extension will not be automatically updated by prices and labor units, effectively making this report its own saved report. Now, any changes I make to this report will only reflect on this single report. No other report will affect this report also. So all these changes that I've just made to this report, I will show you. If I go to summary 3, none of those changes has affected my summary 3 because it was an unlinked report. Okay, we're done working with the offices breakout. Let's go ahead and send that to our bid summary also. There you have it. We're done working with our material lists. Let's go on to step number 5 to finish up the job. Thank you again for joining us. We'll see you in the next training video.